All right, so what are the chances of me surviving this without playing for a week if I just rush in there?
I don't know. We're all potatoing today, dude.
Well, that's my normal end.
Oh, is it?
These are hard, right?
So bad for you, assassin.
Like,
Hold it. Hold the phone.
Oh, there's 2 down. 2
Oh, there goes my face. 2 down. Oh, man. What is going on, guys? Nakomayempi. Welcome to another video on the channel today. Today's video is going to be my settings on console. I don't claim to be the best player in the world by any means, but these are my personal settings, my personal preferences when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege on Xbox One. If you're interested in these settings, feel free to give them a try and let me know how they work for you in the comment section. So we're going to start this off. I'm level 209, Plat 1. Dudes, I just got a new job. I haven't had much time to play. I'm relocating out of state, so I'm very excited to talk about that as soon as I possibly can. But for now, Plat 1, I play on Eastern US. KD of 1.8, a win-loss of 2.0. Definitely getting harder the more you play to maintain those ratios, but those stats definitely work for me. There's definitely better out there. I've seen Smurfs and other players that have better stats than mine, but I do what I can, and I do play with followers on stream, so I do the best that I can. So getting into some of my settings here, I've always left subtitles off. That's just a preference thing. I always felt it distracting when text was coming up on screen when I'm trying to focus or trying to make a play or clutch or anything like that, so I always left them off. As far as audio settings, I leave everything max volume. It's very important to hear things in this game, so having those maxed out equipped with a surround sound headset is definitely going to help you out in my opinion. As far as brightness, that is catered to your monitor, so I have a very dark monitor. I'll link it in the description. It's an Asus 144 Hz, 1 millisecond response time. I really like it a lot, but it does play a little dark sometimes, and I just change my Siege settings accordingly. So the controls are where things start to get a little interesting. I've always left my vibration off when I play shooters. I always felt that the rumble in the controller, while it can be helpful when stimulating a reaction to shoot back or return fire, I felt it, again, very distracting. It would throw off my shot in certain situations, and I just would have an overall bad time with it. I haven't had vibration on in an FPS game in a very long time, so it's just not my thing personally. My 53 horizontal as well as vertical sensitivity is something I've just come to over time. I've been playing the game since the beta, so I would gradually increase my sensitivity by 5 or 10 points every couple of weeks or so until I finally landed at 53. So I would recommend a higher sensitivity just in general for vertical and horizontal, but I would definitely lower your ADS sensitivity because headshots are very important in this game, and you want to be as practical as possible, so 30 definitely works for me for aim down sight sensitivity. And while most of this video is just my opinion, I would encourage a lower, if not the lowest possible dead zone percentage, being at 5% on both left and right stick. Again, if you missed my previous video, that is the amount of pressure it takes to move your controller in any different direction, your character, so less pressure is less effort on your part. You could flick faster, you could adjust to certain situations, and I think it's an overall better experience. But try it out and let me know what you guys think. So if you guys don't already know, while you're playing pubs in Rainbow Six Siege, there is no aim assist, absolutely zero, so that is great for practicing your aim. There is aim assist in TerraSun if you do decide to turn it on in the options, but as you can see, mine is disabled just because I just don't like aim assist all that much. Gadget deployment should always be placed on toggle. Again, I talked about it in my previous video. It will save your life. The TLDR is that you're not locked as a player into the gadget placement animation, and that gives you more freedom to react to shots or juggle or what have you, depending upon the operator. So I do run an Elite controller for all the guys asking. I've never actually used the SCUF a day in my life, but I found that the Elite controller does offer more flexibility, being that a lot of the attachments are magnetic, so you could swap concave sticks out for a little longer dome sticks if you do want to, whereas a SCUF, you're bound to that choice when you purchase the product. So it does have trigger stops. I do run 2 paddles, 2 smaller upper left and right paddles instead of 4, but you could absolutely run 4 if you'd like. And as you can see here, I did swap my button mapping for my upper left paddle to be the A button, so for simpler things like vaulting over shields or hopping out of windows, it's a little bit easier for me to get in and out. But the upper right paddle is where the magic happens. I swapped it out to the B button, which is the drop shot button, so that is how I do perform some drop shots. And I know it's sweaty and I'm a terrible person, but it does help in gunfights sometimes, and I do use it, so you know I suck. For my left stick and right stick configurations, I pretty much just left them at default. I never really bothered to get into the settings and really mess with it all that much. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but for my triggers, I did put different dead zones on those as well. At the moment, they are sitting from a 0 to 50 on both the left and right trigger, meaning that when I use the trigger stops and I put that pressure on the trigger, it will use and act as if I'm pressing it 100% all the way down. So vibration is 100% off no matter what part of the controller we're talking about on the Elite controller. It definitely saves some battery that way too, so if you care about that, that is what it is. But again, it helps my aim when the vibration is off, so absolutely no vibration going through this Elite controller whatsoever. And finally, the Xbox button brightness, nobody really cares about all that much. So these are my settings for Rainbow Six Siege, and these are my settings for my Xbox One Elite controller. If you could definitely spare a couple $100 to buy this controller, I would recommend it, definitely. It's definitely saved me in a lot of gunfights, and I've been using it for quite a bit. I'm not mandating these settings by any means, but if you want to try them out and let me know how they go, let me know in the comments, guys. I love reading them, and I really do appreciate the support on these last few videos. Siege is crazy. It's a crazy game, and I absolutely love playing it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I read every Xbox message you guys send me to my gamer tag. I've just been really busy with the move and my new job. I'm getting to them as best I can. Please keep sending them. I love reading them so much. I've been Ampy. I'll see you guys on the next video.